Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Friday Night Magic. So we're here with a mono black deck for Friday Night Magic this week on Magic 2015. I'm actually going to keep that hand. 3 lands, got a dead weight for a little bit of control, Deviant Glee and a Phyrexian Ranger, all looking pretty good. And a Tribute to Hunger, so we're playing a Rakdos. Currently we're playing a Rakdos deck. I don't know if that's going to keep up or not, but we shall keep our eyes open. So yeah, the aim of this deck, it's a little bit of a mishmash. It's got some kind of, it's got quite a bit, it's got a reasonable bit of control. Like we've got plenty of cheat spells like Dead Weights and Tribute to Hunger. Got some card draw for things like Phyrexian Rangers. We've got some pump up for things like Deviant Glee and other stuff like that. We've also got what else have we got? I'm trying to think now. I've got other controls such as Tribute to... Yeah, I've got Tribute to Hunger. What are the other ones I've got? I've got some other control cards in this deck, so it's a bit of a mishmash. So what have we got here then? Drudge Skeletons, a 1/1 with Regenerate. Fair enough, so that one could be a problem, because that's a good blocker, that is. So we probably want to dead weight that. Although, can he regenerate that? I don't know. I don't think that counts as... So I'm actually going to play my Phyrexian Ranger this turn, and I'm probably going to dead weight it next turn, depending whether or not he's... like, obviously, tapped out completely, I suppose. Shock. Bollocks. That's not good. Before I could get the Deviant Glee on it. Oh, that's annoying. So that was one of my better cards. Although I do have the Freak is Chosen, which I can put the Deviant Glee on, which would be quite nice. So in hindsight, I wish I'd gone for the Drudge Skeletons instead. Gone for the dead weight on that. But that's not the end of the world. I can work around this. So I decided to tap that out. Oh, nice. Got 2 Freakers Chosens. Can't complain there. So we're going to play Freakers Chosen. And then I think I'm going to deadweight your Drudge Skeleton. Because this isn't... I'm not sure if you can regenerate that or not, but I'm not sure how that works. He's regenerated it, but I'm not sure if that counts as combat damage. Yeah, works like a shield. If a creature would be destroyed and it has regeneration shield, it is not destroyed. Instead, the creature becomes tapped. If removed from the combat... yeah. Sorry. So I'm then going to play another Freaker's Chosen before the end of my turn. And then I'll save the Deviant Glee just in case these both get destroyed for any reason. There's no point playing it quite yet. Yeah, I don't think dead weight essentially counts as destroying it. I basically just kind of changed its stats, which then killed it off, so it wasn't really destroyed. Yeah, because that was minus counters and not some kind of damage. Oh, so he's played a Cunning Spark Mage, so that's going to destroy one of my Freakers Chosens, annoyingly, which is what I was expecting. So he's managed to destroy one of them. Let's see what he does now. Are you going to do anything? Nope, that's the end of his turn. Okay, so we can now play Deviant Glee, like so. Pump up my Freak is Chosen, make it a 3/2 Death Touch, so thankfully it now can't be targeted by Cunning Spark Mage, however it can be targeted by any shocks he might have, so we're just going to swing in like so. So he's down to 3 cards, I'm down to 3 cards. Oh, you son of a... I knew he'd do that, I knew he'd have another shock in hand. This is where it's going to get tough unless I can top deck something like my Indulgent Tormentor or something like that now. So I think what this deck really misses is some more efficient card draw. Like, you've got the Phyrexian Rangers, but I've only got 4 of them in the deck, so unless you can... Oh great, Inferno Titan. Oh, bollocks. So unless I can somehow kill that and play a Tribute to Hunger, so I'm basically hoping that I get one of my other targeted removals this turn, otherwise I'm pretty screwed here. As he's now just played the Inferno Titan. Come on, targeted removal. Come on, targeted removal. That's not targeted removal. Oh, Jesus Christ. So let's just play a Swamp and then... So I'm pretty screwed at the moment. Yeah, so because unfortunately Tribute to Hunger forces him to sack a creature, so it's great when he's got like multiple like huge creatures on the board that you don't mind whichever one he sacks. But when he's got like a 0/1 which he can sack off instead of the 6/6, I could really do with some kind of targeted removal before I force him to sacrifice. Oh, and he just played Agent of the Fates. Great. So I think we might have to chalk this first game up as a loss. So yeah, he's swinging in with the 6/6, which I can't really do anything about because he's about to destroy my Phyrexian Ranger anyway. So he can do 8 damage into my face this turn. And then he's probably going to pump that up as well. Of course he is. So I'm about to take horrendous amounts of damage here. So it goes up to an 8/6. I'm almost dead. So yeah, I'm down to 5 health, so even playing Tribute to Hunger definitely won't help. And that's the game, because I got mana flooded, unfortunately. I've got like 20 mana in this deck, and I still get mana flooded. It's absolutely crazy. That's going to be a concede. I'll see you in a sec for game number 2. Okay guys, here we are for game number 2, and this looks like a pretty good opening hand actually, so I'm probably going to keep it. Got a bit of targeted removal to start with. I've got an Agent of the Fates, which is awesome if I can somehow target it with one of my, either some pump up, or I've got other things like, was it Undying Evil, something like that, which gives a creature Undying till end of turn. So this would have been quite helpful in the last game, basically forcing him to sack off creatures, and we're playing another red-black deck. Interesting. We've got the Phyrexian Ranger as well, which is always a good card to get. You do lose 1 life, but you do get to draw a card, so... So let's see what he does. So we've got Satyr Hoplite. Okay, interesting. So maybe looking at some kind of like heroic red-black deck. Could be interesting. We'll play another land, and then I think we should play Phyrexian Ranger. Rager, even. I keep saying Ranger. It's Rager. Phyrexian Rager. Damn it. Oh, nice. We've got the Shadowborn Demon as well. We could do with a few more lands at some point, but... So thankfully we've got ways of dealing with this, as we do have 3 mana open, so we can Tribute to Hunger it if we need to. Let's see what he does this turn. So he has played Rockslide Elemental. Fair enough. So I probably want to kill that one off first before killing off his Satyr Hoplite. What do we get then? So we got Flesh to Dust. So what I'm probably going to do is Vicious Hunger his Rockslide Elemental there. Like so. We gain 2 life and kill off his creature, which is always a good thing. I'd rather save the Tribute to Hunger in case he decides to pump up his Satyr Hoplite for any reason. And then we can just basically get and sack it, and then I get all the delicious health from whatever its toughness is, which is quite nice. So I think this is a different red-black deck. This is kind of like a creature pump-up deck by the looks of things. I'm hoping it is anyway. So we got here then Ogre Battle Driver. Okay, interesting. So whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gains +2/0 and gains haste until end of turn. Fair enough. So, ooh, nice. So we're going to play the Swamp this turn. And then I think I'm going to... Do I Tribute to Hunger and force him to sack off his 1/1? It's tempting. But I think I'm just going to play Agent of the Fates this turn. Does have Death Touch. And then if we get any kind of... so whenever you cast a spell that targets Agent... Yeah, so if we get some kind of pump up next turn, we can actually force him to start sacking off creatures, which is always a good thing. And... providing we get 1 more land, we could even Flesh to Dust or start doing things like Shadowborn Demon, Indulgent Tormentors, stuff like that, which is always a good thing. So we're hoping for 1 more land next turn, and I think our strategy is pretty much set. So, see what he does. Act of Treason. Interesting. So what's he going to do? Act of Treason my 3/2. Fair enough. So he's going to swing him with both of them. Okay. Interesting. Let's skip blocking for now. Take the 6 damage. Don't really mind at this stage. So I do get my 3/2 back. And nice, we get Vicious Hunger. So I can actually Vicious Hunger his 1/1, which then means next turn I contribute to Hunger his 3/3. So let's Vicious Hunger you. Get you off the board. We gain 2 life as well, which is always a good thing. And then we can swing him with both our creatures. Do 6 damage to him. So as you can see, this deck is fairly control-ish. Got lots of control cards in my hand right now. Things like Shadowborn Demon can force him to sack off a creature, which is always quite good as well. Do have a couple of creatures on the board, which means I can potentially sack them off to keep it on the battlefield if I need to. So swinging with the 3/3. Excellent, that's what I like to see, because that means I can then Tribute to Hunger you next turn if you've not played anything else, hopefully. Don't play another creature. Don't play another creature. Anger of the gods. Oh, okay, fair enough. So you killed off your own creature. You do that. So I've got nothing to play this turn. Okay, that was really weird. Why did he anger of the gods there? That's crazy. That's madness in my opinion. So last game we were mana flooded. This game we're mana screwed. We need one more land, and I can actually start playing my big boys, which is just playing Bolt of Karanos. Okay, interesting. Is he trying to just burn me down now? Looks like he's got no creatures. He's just trying to burn me. So come on, land. One land. Go on. Agent of the Fates. That'll do. So at least we can play him. Get a creature on the battlefield. And then we're going to be hoping for one land next turn. Whew, to keep me in the game. So he's got lots of lands. Flesh to dust. Okay, so you flesh to dust my creature. But you are running out of cards now, which is good for me, because I've got plenty of cards to play. And all I'm waiting for is a goddamn land. Where is my land? Come on, give me land. Lots of land. We'll play a big creature so I can force you to sacrifice it. Nope, he's got nothing. So I'm looking for a land. And there it is. Thank God for that. So we're going to play that this turn. And then, how many creatures have I got in my graveyard? Oh, damn, they got exiled, didn't they? You get. So that doesn't count towards Shadowborn Demon being in the graveyard. So we can play the Indulgent Tormentor this turn. Hopefully he's now got nothing to deal with this. Top deck battle. I just got the land I needed. But yeah, so he's saying top deck battle, but he's top decking way more than I am, because I actually have a hand full of cards which I can now play, whereas he is desperate for anything. I just need that one land to basically play the rest of my hand, so I'm obviously going to choose him. What's he going to do? Do I get to draw? Oh, excellent! I get to draw a card, so I can now play Phyrexian Rager, draw another card, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I just needed one land. So I'm good to go to swing at his face, which is always a good thing. Looks like he's totally out. So yeah, this deck basically maxes out at 5 mana, so the moment you can hit 5 mana, you can pretty much play every single card in your deck, which is always a good thing. So now that I've managed to get that to that magical 5 mana number, I'm going to toss out the Giant Scorpion, as I don't give a crap about Death Touch right now. So yeah, I've actually got too many cards now. He's like totally top decking, but what have we got here then? Gravedigger. So I'm just going to Tribute to Hunger that one next turn probably. Or I could even dead weight it, or ulcerate it. I've got plenty of choice right here. I'm in no hurry. So he gets to return a creature card from his graveyard to his hand, I believe, which I can't see right now. So he's got either Rockslide Elemental or Satyr Hoplite. Okay, really uninspired choices there. So he's actually got to play that. So Gravedigger comes back. What's he managed to get? He managed to get a Satyr Hoplite. Fair enough. So I'm probably going to deadweight that and then force him to Tribute to Hunger next turn. So I'll get a bit of health back, although I don't think it's going to matter at this point. What's he going to do? He's going to force me to draw a card? He did force me to draw a card. So I am going to... What was it? Deadweight you. Get rid of that. Then Tribute to Hunger. You. I can't quite kill him off this turn with what I just did there. I suppose I could have played Horde of Triumph instead, but I still don't think that would have worked, so I'm just going to swing him with both of these. Attack with all. There we go. So he's down to 1. And I've still got plenty of cards left to play, so I'm in no hurry. Like I said, I got to that magical 5 land, and then all was well in the world. Drudge Skeletons. And a Rescue from the Underworld, so he gets to sack that, pick up something from the Underworld. Doesn't really matter at this point as I've got to fly it in the air, and still got plenty of targeted removal for him. See what he does. Oh, there we go. So he finally realised that he couldn't win, so we choose the Planeswalker. I'm guessing I draw a card. Doesn't really matter, because I just swing in now with both creatures. Yeah, he just said GG, so we attack with all, and then finish off the computer. Excellent. I'll see you in a sec for game number 3, guys. Okay guys, so here we are for another game, and I think I'm going to have to keep that hand because I don't really want to toss another one away. So we're going to start off with the Farrak's Chosen. We've got the Undying Evil for it as well, and we're going to hope we draw into a couple of land fairly soon, because as soon as we get to 3 land, we've got things like the Phyrexian Rager, how many times? Jesus Christ, Phyrexian Rager and the Giant Scorpion. So we've got a Satyr Hoplite here to start off with. So it looks like it could be mono red, I don't know, we shall see. I could dead weight that Satyr Hoplite, that would be quite good. That could work out quite well, I suppose. Or I could even swing in and see if he blocks it, which I doubt he will, and then just play the Undying Evil and bring my Farrak's Chosen back as a 2-2. See what happens. Is he going to block? I doubt it somehow. So I'm going to give out Undying Evil. Bring it back as a 2-2, which is always good. Hello, Farrak's Chosen. Yay! So he did decide to sack off his Satyr Hoplite. Maybe not the best decision of his, but hey-ho. Got Kiln Fiend, which I can now kill off with the dead weight, as that will be that could potentially be quite terrifying. Come on, give me another land. Damn it. So we're not looking too good here, as I'm totally mana screwed. But I probably should have mulliganed down to 6 cards, but hey-ho. That's my mistake to make. Could still win here. Providing I get some land soon. One more land and I've got Vicious Hunger. two more lands and I've got Phyrexian Rager and 2 Giant Scorpions. Come on, I can do that. I can do that second land right now. Come on. Damn it, I am totally screwed. I'm going to swing anyway because he's only got one attack there. There we go. Yes, a second land would be quite important right now for me. And there comes the shock. Surprise, surprise. It's a red deck. Why wouldn't he run a shock? It's like an awesome card. 1 mana for 2 damage. Either player or creatures. Why wouldn't you want to play that card? And a Goblin Bushwhacker as well. So that gets kicked. And then creature control gain +1 and haste until end of turn. Of course they do. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they gain haste until end of turn? You know, because I'm totally mana screwed. That's why. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I'm down to 13. Give me land. Finally. Jesus Christ. There we go. Go to hell, Kiln Fiend. Right, 1 more mana, and then we're actually laughing, because we've got 2 Giant Scorpions, a Phyrexian Rager, and a Horde of Triumph. Gee, I could still win this. I'm not holding my breath, but so Bot of Karanos my face, okay. And then swing at me with a Bushwhacker, I'm guessing. Oh, I'm guessing he's scrying here, isn't he? So I go down to 11 this turn at the moment. Yep, so I could really do with 1 more mana to get a Giant Scorpion out, would be quite nice. Damn it, give me that mana! This is really quite frustrating. 3 mana would have been perfect, like just 2 mana in the first 2 turns would have made this particular game perfect, but wasn't meant to be. And we've got a Goblin Arsonist as well. And another Bot of Karanos. Well, you know, why wouldn't he have more Bot of Karanoses? So I'm slowly being killed here. Like I said, 1 more mana and I'm laughing, because I've got the Hall of Triumph, Phyrexian Rager, all sorts of fun stuff, but no. Come on, 1 more mana, come on, Heart of the Cards. Jesus Christ, I'm out of mana! First game, all I got was sodding mana. So he's got no cards now, so at least he can only do 2 damage this turn. I've got a few more turns. Oh no, I've got 1. Yeah, 1 card. So he's swinging for 2 here. So I'm going to have to 5. Come on, 1 land. Thank God for that. Oh my God. I'm still in this. Come on, Giant Scorpion. We're good to go. We're going to get the ball rolling now. Now we're underway. We've got creatures down. And we can start getting more creatures down as well. And a Satyr Hoplite. Not scared of that. Act of Treason. Oh, great. So I'm about to take 3 damage to the face. At least he's got no cards open, so I can keep getting more creatures down. So I'm down to 2 health. Fun times. Oh, look, here's all my mana. It's finally being dug up. So I'm going to go down to 1 health for next turn, if he decides to swing, of course. I'll skip my attack there. I'd rather save my blockers, personally, if it's all the same to you guys. So I really need something that will give me health here. So kill you, kill you. Don't want to kill the Goblin Arsonist, as I've only got 1 health. So unless I get something that gives me health here, I'm pretty much screwed. And that doesn't help. So I think I'm dead here because he's got me at 1 health and I just couldn't get the ball rolling. If I'd got that 2 mana through sooner and stopped some of that damage, I would have been laughing, but no. But no, I'm screwed. So let's just play Hall of Triumph. Because Goblin Arsonist can basically do 1 damage to me, so I can't block that, but I can't block that 1 damage, unfortunately. So yeah, that's really crap. So I'm gonna have to leave the game there, and I'll see you in a sec for another game. Okay, guys, so we're here for another game, and this is looking pretty good. So I'm gonna keep that hand, as it's got more than 1 land this time. So fingers crossed we can do quite well. So I've got Oars of Guildgate there. So I think this is probably going to be the final duel today. So 1 more land and we can get the Indulgent Tormentor out on turn 5, which would be quite nice. So playing a black-white, I'm guessing this is one of the life gain deck which is going around. Been quite popular in this version, this life gain deck. So I'm going to play Agent of the Fates here. Any targeted thing for it, apart from Deadweight, which I don't want to kill it off. So anything that can target this, I will basically be... what's the word I'm looking for? Any spell that I can target with this. So he's got Dark Steel Ingot. Nice card, nice card. Basically a Cultivate, so you get a 3 mana and you get a land down on the battlefield of any colour. Got my own life game with the Vicious Hunger. So I'm just going to continue for now. We've got Tribute to Hunger for any creatures that you might play soon. 1 more mana, and we've got the Indulgent Tormentor. 3 more mana, we've got Runescarred Demon. Nice card. I'm amazed that this one isn't an epic rare. It's just an rare in this game. So you get to have 2 of these in the deck, which is quite nice. I don't think I've got 2 of them in the deck, but I've definitely got 2 Indulgent Tormentors. They are fantastic control cards. So hopefully this game we'll actually... so yeah, this is definitely a life gain deck if he's got Radiant Fountains as well. So I'm assuming that we're going to be looking at... so yeah, Sanguine Blood is there, which is fairly terrifying. So we basically want to keep him playing any of his... oh, nice. Here we go. Let's get the Indulgent Tormentor down. So we basically want to keep him from playing any of the creatures which allow him to life gain. So hopefully he doesn't have his Angelica... Is it Angelica Chord? That's what I'm hopefully trying to get him to avoid playing. If he does play that, then it will basically on a countdown clock until I can... what's the word I'm looking for? Just want to try and beat him down, basically. So he's got another Guild Gate. What's he going to play this turn? Seance, so he can bring back creatures as well as tokens, and then they get exiled. I might be able to beat him down before then, though. So obviously I'm going to choose him. Or... yeah, him. It's Justin. He's got a female portrait. It looks like quite a feminine portrait. Nice. We get to draw a card there. So we get another Runescarred Demon. So two more land, and we're laughing all the way to the bank. So we're going to swing him for 8 here. He's still not played any creatures, so we might be able to take him down before he can do anything really, which would be quite nice. We could really showcase how this deck works. So, Aegis Angel, flying. When Aegis Angel enters the battlefield, what was that? I missed that. So what was that? When Aegis Angel enters the battlefield, another target permanent gains indestructible for as long as you control Aegis Angel. Fortunately, I'm about to Tribute to Hunger you, so it's not going to remain indestructible for very long. So, so you're going to have to sack off your 5/5, mate. Goodbye. And then I think that's game, because he's tapped out, and I've got 8 damage on the board, so, boom. Doesn't really matter what you do at this point, I've won. I suppose you can bring that back. the Seance. Interesting. So that becomes a 5/5, but I've actually got the Undying Evil here, which means I can basically target my Agent of the Fates, and then... sorry about this, mate, but I get to sacrifice your creature. Whoops. Sorry about that. Quite controlish, this deck. he just didn't get underway. There we go. So we continue, and we swing in for 8, as he's now tapped out. Goodbye! I waved there, and none of you saw that. Okay guys, just a quick look at the deck to finish off the episode. So we've got 3 Ulcerates, early game control, 1 mana, gives a creature -3/-3. Don't think I ever actually played one of these in any of these games today. Did play Freaka's Chosen, however, a nice Death Touch creature for 1 mana. Did use the Dead Weight, again another cheap removal spell, so creature gets -2/-2, and that's a permanent one as well. Deviant Gleaf, pumping up any of my early game creatures such as Bloodghast or Freaka's Chosen. We've got the Undying Evil to bring back creatures and activate things such as Agent of the Fates, which is quite nice. A Bloodghast, nice early game, swinging in the face, gets to come back whenever you play a land. Got the Vicious Hunger, 2 damage, and you gain 2 life as well, always a good card. Agent of the Fates, brilliant card, got Death Touch, and also whenever you target it with a spell, opponent has to sacrifice a creature, similar to Tribute to Hunger here, which... as well as forcing your opponent to sack a creature, you also gain life equals that creature's toughness. We've got Giant Scorpions, almost won us a game, but couldn't quite get the mana down in time. So 1/3 with Death Touch. Phyrexian Rager? Not Ranger, how many times? Yeah, great card. 3 mana, 2/2. You can basically, and then you draw a card and lose 1 life. And then we get to the late game part of the deck. So that was like the early game 3 mana or less. And then we get to the 5 mana, 5 more demons. So we got the Shadowborn demons. You get to sack off an opponent's creature. You get to target it. But unfortunately, you do have to keep sacrificing one of your own creatures unless you have 6 or more creatures in your graveyard. Indulgent Tormentor, probably one of my favourite cards in the game. 5/3 flyer. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to force your opponent to sack a creature or pay 3 life, or I get to draw a card, which is fantastic. 2 Flesh to Dust. I don't think I played this card in the end, but it's just like a late game removal. I do have the 2 Runescarred Demons. I don't think I got to play any of these in the end. It's quite a late game card. It's just 7 mana, and you get to look for a card in your deck, which is always good. And then Hall of Triumph, so I get to pump up any creature for +1/+1 for a colour of my choice, which I think I played, but it was too late at that point. Then I've got 20 black lands as it's a mono black deck to round off the deck. So that's the deck, that's some games, that's the end of the episode. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed it. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.